Alright, time to do the obligatory microphone check just to make sure that the microphone works. Alright, time to do the... And the microphone works. Hooray! Hello. Alright, let me press some buttons. Alright, hello, this is Vulturefire, and we are still on patch 1060, which is still the beta patch, so if you are interested in playing the beta, and this is the your first time catching a stream and you aren't aware, to join the beta, link in the description, join the Discord, DM one day, say you want to join the beta, ask nicely, and you'll be able to join the beta. Beta includes a variety of things, most notably, every character skin has different passives. So, last stream, I tried to do the alliteration challenge, which it turns out went poorly. And, crucially, nobody else in the Discord turned around and just easily did it first try, so I don't look like a complete fool. Because I was going to feel real dumb if everybody else was like, what are you doing? It's trivial. So yeah, CPU. Yeah, so sounds like the vote from the chat is that we are doing a CPU draft. Because I said we were going to draft, and CPU was the character that was suggested. Oh right, because I re-rolled everything and then I couldn't complete any runs, so I didn't get any. Thuru is a Sharu skin. It's this one. But anyway, CPU. Quick play draft. So we create a charge up first 3 times. Now it takes an action each turn. Give curse 1 to all enemies whenever you trigger status. We start with Fortress and Purity. And whenever we supercharge, we divide powerful among all enemies. Or it's not among all enemies, among all allies. It'd be very bad if we powered up enemies on supercharge. Anyway, so you may notice here that with draft, we are really all eggs in the basket of finding summoning. And this is going to be even more true because the challenge that I'm doing this run is one suggested by one day where I cannot take monster and weather and idle cards. So this is, which was kind of true last week, but or last stream, but this stream is going to be the same but different. All right, Hunt and White Flame. This is kind of like the worst possible spread for allies because White Flame idle and allies don't get along, and Hunt can just kill allies. So we're going to do not White Flame plus Hunt. Emptiness is rude, but I'll be fine. Idols, can't wait to know what looking for. Yeah, cheap. So, which area we go is mostly about difficulty. The Midget Mushroom was pretty difficult, I think. Like the Ramparts mid-bosses can be difficult, but I think the Mushroom I'm more scared of. And then, gonna go plain just because there's some events in the Crystal Valley that would give me unique cards, and we're going to avoid that. Destruction, Conquest, and of course we find regular Mudrera, because duh. Was definitely mouse footwork. Don't know what you mean. So this could technically give us an ally, but I think we just take enchant armor for value. I mean, Sorcerer's Secretion is a plan. It's not very on theme, but it's a plan. Hey, we got a deploy turret. That's an ally. Should take the Invigorate, I guess. Like Galvanized Blade a decent amount. We will take the... guess the Predict. Second deploy turret, because we're on the deploy turret plan. Oh man, we were just getting so many gifts. The question is like, do we take the Thriving Spirit when we already have these turrets, or do we just take the Frozen Hide? Because the awkward thing with this is that, so the upside of this is it gives a shield, but we need to, the downside of it is we only have so many summon slots, but on the other hand, overloading the turrets is not bad. Getting the frenzy on the turrets isn't bad, but I also do just like having the tough. We're just take that. I will happily take some Galvanized Blade. Yeah, the turret is better than the Spirit. It's just a question like, do we benefit enough from just having the second... I mean, if we're on the turrets, right? Like... Actually kind of happy to see that because we are going to need the mana. We are not sacrificing allies. That's not how we do. We're going to take Guardian Attacks and cut it because we do not have the energy to get the shield out of it. I don't think we need 2 Galv Blades. We are not a Sorcerer's Secretion deck. What do you think about 2x predict? 2x put 1 on top to gain mana, cost 4 mana. Prophetic focus plus predict. That works. I just tend to play pocket cards, and that doesn't really work with pocket cards. We're going to upgrade the deploy turrets, of course, because you want to get your turret pluses out. We just have to upgrade the last deploy turret. Oh man, and this is also very, very good with the turret plan. Alright. We would be very happy to see this for the... well, actually, no. It doesn't actually be that amazing for us. We're just going to go up events, because like we don't have a reason to take more fights. Or to care about idols anyway. And we can't take any of the special fights. That's starting purity doing work. Because now we are not bleeding, which is good. And also, this jackwagon is not doing... I should have done this, I just wasn't thinking. But what else is new? I don't think the tough... Well, is the tough worth... No, the tough isn't worth not. There's no way that the bleed doesn't end up being as bad or worse than... half cards you deck shows they never play Paladin? Yeah. I think just put the charge up on top. Discard. Invigorate. Alright. Good. May as well go for that. And that's lethal. Not perfect, but it works. Alright, let's see what cards we get. That's better than nothing, I guess. That's probably getting cut, because it's just basically a bad introspection, for us. Well, I say that, the turrets can eventually line up a bunch of shock. So I wasn't paying enough attention. Was this the... Okay, that's one of the turret pluses. Look at me actually remember to do that. OTK, more like TTK, same thing. Hardest part of the run might be not taking monster man card by accident. Yeah, probably. Yeah, we are absolutely in need of more survivability and more mana. But what else is new? Just gonna go and do that, because we may as well heal, because goodbye. And A4 just because A4 hates them. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. I mean, Maelstrom is not good here, but I will take it anyway. I think the evade chance is actually good. Scaling shield is also probably not bad. Take the frenzy buff. Mana without monster cards also sounds rough. Yeah. Yeah, because we're relying on draft. Absolutely. I don't think it's worth playing that when we don't have... When we have the frenzy turn. Gotten pretty lucky on me not accidentally getting out, like, the unupgraded deploy turrets first. Unless I pay attention to actually learn something. Yeah. Summons hate you because they can't keep... The trick is, if your plan is for the summons to die, then if they die, you get to be like, aha, I meant for this to happen all along. And that'll blow them up. Where did the other arcane weakness come from? Didn't plan for them to die. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you plant, but if you claim that you plant, hey, my seed is actually very nice. We're very happy to see that. All right. I think this should make this fight a whole lot more feasible than it otherwise might be. Okay, good. I was really hoping to get the 3 mana there, because now I can do this. Now. All right, very happy to see like this worked out perfectly because now we aren't going to be bleeding. I obviously would love to be getting the other deploy turret here, but I think I'm going to get a regular. Actually, I say that. Do I have a reason to play out the regular turret here instead of wait? Yes, because if I do, then I can give out Frenzy next turn. That is absolutely worth it. Those people see I lose, they know I like. Yeah, well. You just blame one day for making the game unfair. That's what I do all the time. Realizing I have Sequence Storm because now I can't play this Frigid Nullstone. I should have played Frigid Nullstone first so I could... I don't think it matters done. Question is, do I Supercharge here? I don't have enough mana cards, I think, for the Supercharge to be useful, to be likely enough to be useful, so... Alright. Fortunately, yeah, they aren't quite enough to kill them. Get to block their spells. Or just... Do I go for mana here? Is the question. No, because I don't need to, because I can do... that. And then that thing should die. The problem is, of course, like, will we just get got by the sheer amount of damage this jerk can do? Because that's definitely not out of the question. The Arcane Link, unfortunately, will get blocked. Yeah, we're in trouble. I won't sugarcoat it. And that's so much plated. Jesus Christ. Should have just played that. Alright, we're gonna live. I don't think it's gonna die, which is a problem. Alright, well. Yeah, this fight I didn't even think about when we were starting the fight, just like how much of a problem it's going to be. Like if we don't kill it immediately after we flip it, that we're going to just be in big trouble, but looks like it's fun. Pop. Fairly problematic, exactly. Super Beam is not really what we're looking for. I think I'm fine rerolling here, because... I think this is a beggars can't be choosers situation. Like, this is not the blight removal I would like, but it's not actively off theme. I'm just like taking the draw grid. Obviously upgrading the other deploy turret. Hide is so busted. Yeah, I probably should have just taken the hide. Why take it? Because I wanted a way to transform blights, and we're not guaranteed to find another one. But I probably don't need the blight transformation enough to justify that. I really do want this though, because that'll upgrade to be better. So I don't think the Galvanized Blade is doing anything for us. Happily we'll take an upgrade. I think this is worth it because it effectively makes it much cheaper to actually play the thing after the transform. Or we just get mana because like mana is just like continual problem. That's +2. That is an average of like, trying to remember, that's 12 divided by 2 is 6 versus 3. So it's like +3 mana. I think this upgrade is worth it. I should probably rest just to be safe because like I don't want to crash out from this fight, and I could absolutely see this fight ending up going poorly. Alright. Rude, stealing my mana. I think I do actually want to do this. If I get a perfect, I can do this. I can't actually play that, but I do get to do this twice, which seems good. Five powerful for not summoning Doggo doesn't seem nice. Yeah. Yeah, this is pain. Yeah, this is why I wanted that whatever, because I knew that I wanted to rest just in case, because sure enough, pain. Also, that was a really unfortunate hand. And the fatigue was just like, that was the most brutal possible payoff there, because like, wow, we might lose this just because like I got the least the worst possible hand there. Okay, so I do get some amount of frenzy. Do I have enough frenzy? I guess we find out. Shouldn't have doubted. Man, I really want this, but I can't have it. This is also bad. I think fetid bait we at least like have. Oh, we're just gonna we get to cut it immediately. This is good, but I actually might prefer the mystical gloves. I'm not getting an answer. Am I? Is it like? Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Was CPU curse passive? Yes. Whenever I trigger a status, everyone gets all enemies get cursed. Which is part of why I like this. It's fun. Yeah, I honestly think the one of control, because like these dorks already scale, I think I would rather just have this. Also, I'm just generally a big fan of these. And I don't think we can afford to take more damage, although like the extra mana per turn is also not bad. And yeah, we're just gonna cut the fetid bait. That is useless to us. I don't know those events well enough. I should cut a card. Do I just cut the Volt Transfer? I think so. I think without the ability to consistently get shock out of it, it is just very expensive for minimal payoff. Alright. What do I put back? I guess just the Umbral Focus. I do kind of need to draw cards, though. Because I needed... I wanted to play both of these. I should have played... I should have gotten out whatever before I shuffled, because I wanted to have that extra deploy turret in the draw pile. Minor details. No. Okay, good. Man, it loves to play this freaking fatigue on turn 1, doesn't it? Not amused. Progress is being made. Playing decks like this, plus damage only kind of matter when you need to close fights. Yeah. Basically. We're going to start by playing this. Because we are going to do this, but giving out like 2 fixed shield ones is worse than... Pop. Pop. Alright. I honestly think this is better. Well, no, because we do have a bunch of curse on them. And because the Doom will go between phases. Realizing I should kill this one because it was trying to actually do damage. Rip. Oh, it's fine. Which one X5 turn on the turn to block? Plus fatigue and mana for 0 mana cards or not, or draw cards. Yep. Evasion is cheating, by the way, in case you were curious. Blocking bleed continues to be good. I'll just put that away for later. Pop. Sure. Realizing now that the card that I'm going to draw is guaranteed to be bad. Really should deploy more turrets. Yeah, obviously. Goodbye. God, you're not playing wrong. Says you. Oh no. So we are bleeding. Which is a nuisance. But we can do that. Hey. Perfect. Alright. Both of these are bad. So we are once again, I think, in the position of just like re-rolling the epics. Royal Coffers is definitely reasonable. Says the fact you're playing CPU. Not even Lethal Frenzy so bad. Says the fact you're playing CPU. Well, I mean, we don't know who's piloting the CPU. I do think I want to upgrade this because I want to be better. This being cheaper is actually not bad, but I think I'd rather just upgrade the Predict. Let's just upgrade the Predict. And then we cut... Like, the problem is, like, the Quickstart is bad, but we don't have the mana for it to cut it. I want to cut the... We're going to cut the Frozen Hide on the grounds. The Royal Coffers will obviously cover our tough needs. Obviously. And once again, we're just kind of prioritizing events because we don't get any benefits from whatever. I mean, we may as well take the out. Well, no, because the evasion here is going to be a pain in the butt because our guys do not do great with evasion. Vulture fire in the Merleverse. Yes. We're not going to need that next turn either, but... See, shoveling has the benefit of killing this outright, which is good because otherwise it's just going to take a full turn to die. Oh, and it freezes them. Even better. Every character from Northern Disney. Unfortunately, we cannot get any hidden because we can't take any of the hidden cards. I'm going to do this because I can. Aha, so you evaded. Just like Merle. Aha, we gave powerful to all our allies. Boop. 2k useless coins. Well, I don't know that we can effectively... I was so happy to take this Mystic Ritual, and then that was not an option. Just like Merle. Just like Merle. Remember the busted time when supercharging also gave frenzy to allies? Yes, 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 yes. Yep. I think you'd be completely reasonable and balanced time. Perfect. Exactly as calculated. The question is, do I do this to try and go for draw, or do I just go ahead and get more frenzy on you? I think I should go for more frenzy because it's funnier. Perfect. Less perfect. Actually, well, no, that's not worth it. I was thinking, like, I can play this, but then I don't actually get any value out of it. But I do get shield, so I think I should do it anyway. Because otherwise I take damage. Right. Oh, we're not going to have to deal with any more Siligas. Any Silgia this far. not really optimal, but... Very important to play more things out. Right, it's better than your actual runs. I mean, you know, it's really going pretty okay. I don't hate that this does just like immediately get us to a supercharge, but I do hate that it does. It's effectively like 5 mana draw 2. Well, no, that's not quite right because like we do get the 30 mana discounts. So, like it's a 2 mana draw 2. I guess in some ways this is a 2 mana draw 2. No, really roundabout way. I don't hate just having second enchant armor, but I don't love it either. I think we're going to do these all protocols and cut it later. I think that's the plan. Man, I would love for this to give me more mana, but it actually gives me less mana, basically. Yeah, big roll. Oh, right, that costs more mana. Dang it, I forgot that roll coverage plus costs more mana. Still worth it, hopefully. Counterattack is an actual buff. I thought that was no, that wasn't a joke. It is a real buff that actually exists. Oh, was not paying enough attention. All right. All right, no luck on binding. Mana. Come on. All right, that's just gonna ice those jerks or ice those friends. Well, that's unfortunate. It's fine. Joke. That's from short. Was not paying. Good job. You tried my entire gameplay forwards. Yeah. So here's the fun thing where we get to just convert this into mana outright if we want to, which in this case we do. I realize that drawing is going to result in us getting frozen, but it's fine. Those were lane pressures anyway. Wow, that was really not what I was hoping to see. I was really hoping to see mana. But we got a freeze out. I should have played that. So I realized that what I should have put on top too late, but fortunately this is not an AoE thing, so oh, I should Sequencing is hard. Well, this is bad. Is there any way to make this less bad? No, but we can make it not better. Oh, just kidding. Everything's fine. It's never not fine. It does just die. It's fully fine. It does just die. Yeah, I just wasn't paying enough attention. Love making it better. Yeah. This doesn't help. Honestly, I'll take it. That is funny, but it's not useful. That's actually not bad. This has been fine, but I think I probably still cut it. We want more purity. We want more prophetic focus. Yeah, it's a very discount pocket pearl. Yeah, I think I'm cutting the assault protocols. I think I'm not a fan. It's not bad, but I am bad at using it, and that's basically the same thing as that card, as the card itself being bad. I guess we'll just take the energy. Are we actually using any spells? Technically, we can make Maelstrom do even more debuffs. I mean, the others don't do anything for me, so. Nice, perfect. So the Arcane Link won't go, which is kind of the thing I want most. I think setting someone on fire will just freeze their brain for a turn. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, New Albor Rice is just so much mana. It doesn't help like this is kind of a mana-starved run, but... Also, I have had terrible luck mostly with getting these ornamental armors when I actually want them. You know, free purity is free purity. I should have just gone for the mana boost, honestly. Although at this point, it super does not matter. Man, I would love to have this Tranquil Collect Grazing. Take the Curse Bolt and cut it. Kind of happy with all my trinkets, so we're just gonna... Actually, it's fine. Okay. Kind of the irony here is that, like, the Curse Bolt still isn't the thing I want to discard. Concept of Future Slots, but it ain't the best. Yeah. I think I tend to agree. There we go, there's use for Cursed Bolt. You don't really want to trip this fatigue, I think. Okay, good. Do I want to shuffle in a Shadowbone Cache? It's fine. Slash future slash. Slash future slashing future slash. Yeah. These are all useful, relevant, important ticks. Cool, I didn't get punished. The AoE curse is going to be a problem, though, given that it doesn't play nice with the frenzy. So if you achieve something you couldn't last year. What, beating the first mid-boss? Probably going to draw some cards. So I should have gone for the freeze, probably. But alright, because that helps, even though you could have just wrote the entire thing again. Wrote what entire thing again? Friendos are still in. Do sleep to follow them to be coherent. Yep. Same. Alright, if you draw enough cards, the thing freezes. That's right. Fortunately, we are one card short of freezing it. Well, they're just barely going to live long enough, it looks like. Assuming that Hunt doesn't kill them, which it absolutely could. And if it does, we just have to start from scratch. Although, I say from scratch, they have 47 cursed, so it's fine. But no, they just... Oh, no, the, I thought we were fine, but I didn't notice the, evasion. That extra bonus value. Alright, that's gonna not do what I was thinking. It's fine. Hey! Our turret's not going to die. Still don't want Super Beam. Ooh, I am very happy to see Arcane Silence. Because that gives us a cleanse that we can actually use. And this is another card draw trinket. More card draw trinkets are always good. Alright, we'll take the double cleanse. We will upgrade... Maybe just finally upgrade Maelstrom. Yeah, because we're out of mana upgrades, that's good. So like with Polyepics? Yeah. Yeah, we've gotten Super Beam, what, every single fight? Man, there's... I can't take Dig Through Muck or Turn to Gunk. What is this stream? This is the real suffering, is seeing this Turn to Gunk and this Dig Through Muck that I can't take. There are 2 Dig Through Mucks on this route. I can't get either of them. I'm going to avoid that one because I know this fight has an AoE curse, which seems like hell. This fight might also be hell. Cauterize is the Bailator. I was not paying attention. Cauterize is good, but I would normally just play the other one. The one that makes Clones. No, not clones. The one that makes Burning Prism. That's the card I'm thinking that my brain is failing at words on. I would normally just play Burning Prism. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty committed to just playing all the cards, so. Although I am not quite going to get to treasure map here. I could, but I'm not going to. I agree, cauterize, not as a card, but as an effect. Oh, it's pretty cool. I think it is very fitting for the card. Cleansing Shield is the best common cleanse card right after Death Focus. How is Death Focus cleanse? Well, if you really believe in yourself, and you really need it, it can cleanse you. You just have to roll the cleanse tool. Now we're just going to go all in on Arcane Blasting this thing, I think. Okay, that was decent. So this game you all still play before the focus anymore? Yeah. Power of Friendship, skill? Yeah. Cosmic skill to use? Yeah, fair. Jesus, lethal. Close to it, which means that we actually want to try and, oh, we don't have a heal in the draw pile. Just gonna for the kill. Bye. And yes, that is Baylater. How are we going to beat Baylater? That's a great question. No, we're not. Next question. We actually have enough card triggers that we don't need this. That is not useful to us. We don't care about this. Because we are on the evasion plan. That's how we're going to beat Baylater. We're just going to evade it. I could take this fight, but I don't think one outer reward is worth the hassle of dealing with it, so we're not going to. It's just that simple. Look at that, I get a free cleanse, which is definitely important. If I do this, there's some health, but I can do that. How much do I care about the Spurity? I don't need that health. Isn't pronounced bu as in butane, la as in latex. I don't. I pronounce it as Baylater, but I don't know. I don't know that one day has weighed in on what the official pronunciation is. Is there is an E? There is an E. Shuffling because I want to have the chance to draw the. Oh. Good enough. Don't really want to spend a bunch of health on whatever. This is unfortunately the turn, though. I think, yeah, they may grasp at shadows, which I don't love, but it's fine. Cool. I can transform this grasp. And I didn't want a full hand because we don't have the mana. Markers for you. We're just kind of looking for a freeze on you. We're not going to get it, but, you know, we're going to look for it. Blind dimension, so I tap it very once. Booch. Found really bad use. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Alright. What kind of pricing to play now? Fortunately, we win. I mean, it's a frost card. I will take a frost card at this point. We're still going to go to this fight because I want the, something. I'd like more shield, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We don't quite get the kill, but we do get all of the treasures. Oh, perfect. Alteration of the mana, right? Oh, we have mana, so... I know what you mean by none of the mana. None of the 30 mana. You're going to explode. I don't know if drawing cards would have been better there, but making things explode is more fun. We love when they stack up to doing multiple shocks per hit. Wow, all of the treasures. Boom. All the treasures. And actually another mana. Well, yeah, but we do have... We have chances to find it. I mean, we haven't found it yet, but we've got chances. Hey, we found the mana. That's opportunity draws more mana. I don't think it matters at this point. Yeah, we just have lethal. I just need to end the turn. But where's the fun in that? Alright, now I'm going to end the turn. Bye. Insert the copy boss here. Yeah. No. Hey, there's our Baelator answer. I mean, the max hand size would probably actually be okay, but I really like both of these is the problem. That's useless to us. This is, like, my smash shield. Like, we aren't laying anywhere near enough spells for that to matter. I legitimately think we need this. Which means that our cut is, we're just going to cut Crumbling Defense. Don't need it. Find the draw to find the card? No, we don't. We'll just draw it when we need it. It's that simple. Slightly awkward because obviously I want to play that, but I don't want to get, well, no, because yeah, if I do that, it steals all my mana, which I can't deal with. I guess I can't steal my mana if I don't have any mana, so. Haha, and that sequence worked out the way I needed it to. Yep, and then still my mana anyway, so. Donk. Rude. I don't approve. And there's no mana over there. Perfect. Is the plated better than the purity at this point? No. Poor guy, gonna be malnourished with you if not giving enough mana. Yeah. At least this fight won't tempt me with a mana font I can't take. No! Okay, good. My allies survive. This guy does not bother actually hitting my allies much, so. Well, I mean, if I'm going to do that... Unfortunate. No draw. Blocking bleed continues to be very good. Should check if there's mana over here. Hey, there's not only is there mana over here, there is only mana over there. Frenzy or Treasure? Shield. Oh no, I should have gone for draw, because like, if I could draw enough cards, I could potentially freeze out that jerk. Because this looks like an AoE freeze. Yeah. Dragon character card game permanent plated, 5 permanent shock, ruin 5 permanent. Yeah. Nerve damage, yeah. Sure, why not? Frenzy's not gonna do anything this turn, but the shield will. Does drawing his cards get me anywhere? I mean, can't hurt. That doesn't help. Does this help? Getting tough would be nice. Yeah, we're just gonna go fishing. Hey, rewarded. If you get rewarded for making the play, then it wasn't a misplay. That's how it works. I believe we just have a lethal. Oh no, because of the evasion we don't. We would have had lethal. We don't actually need that. Should do that. Should have actually put back that, but... we get... Oh, we do get lethals just off of the curse damage, I think. Yeah. I mean... That's card draw, right? I can't not. I think we are going to get level take frost. I think it's just too much mana. There's no chance that I regret that, right? This fight could be annoying. Good start. Cool, perfect. Not quite what I was hoping for, but... not terrible. Curse damage is pretty good. Yeah, it uses up a shock for rank, but that's fine. Pop. Pop. Alright. No damage buff, gain... yep. I see. I think it's worth doing this just to get the frenzy, actually. As silly as that feels. Goodbye. I don't think we can actually take this. I don't think that's actually does it. Because, like, we need the turrets is the problem. I would be fine having this if we could get a turret, but if we could also guarantee a turret, but we can't, and I don't want to risk drawing. Well, we could just not play it if we don't have space. No, I think we always rather just have a turret in the spot. Take the Galv blade with the plan to cut it. No, no, no. It's funny, but no. Right, there's no way I can justify that. Maybe. We do a lot of curse. That would bump us to 50%, which means like it's 3 damage per curse ring instead of 2.6, 2.4. Nah, I think it's too risky. So it's just like it eats our purity. I think that's the other thing. The biggest reason is that it just eats all of our purity. And I think we do just cut. Well, we could also upgrade here. But we've upgraded almost everything that matters. We're just going to go ahead and cut the Galv blade that we don't want. All right, moment of truth. Well, first of 4 moments of truth. It's going to be a long amount of hour of truth, I guess. So one advantage here is that the curse procs will eat up, a decent amount of whatever. That's not the tough I was hoping for. Bleed blocked, freeze blocked. Now is one. Yes. Yep. Sure. There's not enough mana in that pile. But there is the sharpened senses. I realize this is attacking into this opportunity. This is drawing into this opportunity, but I think we have to do it. But, man, we sure did not find the one card that we were most looking to see. I should have done that first. Yep. That's what I get for not. Took the opposite. It's like, it'll be fine. We just have to not have to be literally the bottom card in the draw pile. Well, here we go. Exactly as planned. Definition of a moment is very brief on top, yes. But like brief on like an hour is nothing if you're talking the time scale of like mountains forming, or even more so if you're talking in like astronomical terms. I swear, Your Honor, just I'm into moment in a geological sense, you see. Am I going to explode again? I'm pretty sure the answer here is yes. For you people to say, give me a second, give me a few seconds, which of these is longer? I would generally say give me a few seconds is longer. Like, give me a sec usually means like, at least in my head, and this is not going to reflect what actually ended up taking place, But what in my head, if I tell you, give me a sec, I believe, probably incorrectly, that whatever task I'm about to undertake is only going to take me, like less than a short enough amount of time that I won't feel bad about it. Try and do that. Put. That back, I guess. Just committing to not playing that. Kind of need a freeze out here. Although it's not a huge deal if I don't. I guess I think for a freeze next turn is also pretty good. Random means not frost, apparently. Time pause when you're having fun. Here you're having fun. So time goes faster than that amount of time. But if we take brief as in perspective of human, it feels brief. These are a moment. I mean, saves longer than a few seconds. A few seconds means switch time. Yeah, but like, give me a sec means, or give me a few seconds means that like, I know it's going to take me a bit, but I think I can get it. Okay, also, like, these guys are absolutely ruining my day because now I'm going to take a bunch of damage I didn't think I was going to take. I didn't think I needed to evade there, and I absolutely ended up needing to go evade there. It's fine. It's fine. Do that for safety. See, Bay later was no problem. Never in danger of death. Yeah, okay. I might even not cut it. I probably cut it. Now A4. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're running destruction, which is not going to be a good time. The upgrade makes that actually potentially draw a reasonable amount of cards. But now I don't know what I cut. Maybe I don't. I don't need a reroll token, but thinking is hard. Yeah, this fight could just be completely fatal. We're going to go in so I can have as many rests as possible for reroll. Self-destruction, so you can move set. Yeah. I think I need to trip this opportunistic attack. I know you're wrong, I don't want to, but I think I have to. I don't want to trip it again. Probably still would avoid that. Like, I really want to play this. I'm okay with getting rid of the... I think I like the Descent enough. Do I need this Invigorate? The answer is probably yes. But I really need the ability to, like, spam debuffs here, so... Oh wow, that is not good. Because you're just actually going to get to take all those turns. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh no, you're not, because you're going to blow up. Right, Arcane Barrier for the win. It's actually good that that frenzy turn gets taken, and that's not just... Oh, just kidding, it was Scopium. Because I was going to say, like, because we got rid of the whatever. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. I'd be might as well. Probably most doable. Yeah, I think we were probably just fucked on this fight. Alright, well, that one's on me. I should have had one more card, but I messed up. mana price into doing this, I think. Right, that freeze is basically mandatory for me to be in this game still. I needed mana. There we go. I think I need to play that because I think we need to spool up. And we are guaranteed to get mana if I draw a card, so. Now I could just draw 4 more cards. I only have 1 more mana card to draw. But if I draw the bleed card, I could get rid of it. And you would freeze. Need to killed by accident intentionally. It needs to card draw? Yeah. Well, we didn't draw the thing that we wanted to transform. That's fine. Don't love losing all of our growth. Also, not a fan of that. Wow, that turn was the worst. I think you're setting up Frenzy here, which is really bad for us. And the reason why is because that means that now we're on an AoE attack turn. Yeah. I think it's Jover. Oh! No, because that was evasion if that was evasion to everyone, we might be able to do something, but... It wasn't. And that means we're about to lose all of our friendos. Yeah. Wow, thanks. First time I've actually played this fight. So the only way we survive this turn is if we can freeze this thing. I don't think there's any way for us to do that. Because we would need to get enough draw with this, which we can't get. Or we need to get, I guess our only play here is we get lucky on the treasure map. That is not what I meant. There we go. We managed to be lucky enough. Shuffling this in the deck is not good, but... Great. We did not dodge that bleed. Finally ran out of purity. Which I'm pretty sure means we are just dead. We just need to evade a bunch. We can't even get mana out of this draw. Yeah, we're just dead. Yeah, all right. We are going to rest and see if to have one more crack at this, but I think this may just be our death because, like, this fight is super not easy with allies. Trying to think, I think like all these cards are useful to us in this fight, though. So. Okay. So unfortunately, we really need a arcane detonation on that guy. And we don't have a way to get it. Should have gone for tough. Oh, I did go for tough at some point. Just have to hope that this is now not enough to kill. Just barely not enough to kill our dork. Alright, and it didn't immediately kill our friendo. So there's a chance. Yeah, I was afraid of that. That was the worst possible thing I could have rolled. Because it means we wasted that. But we can't really afford to take this, to let it frenzy up immediately. The trick is, this is the turn that we desperately needed to freeze it. God, the fact that it has more opportunist. Because it's setting up Frenzy this turn anyway. But we can't give it more Frenzy, is the problem. How did you get 18 powerful already? Because of fucking bullshit, that's how. Idle's doing idle things. Yeah, because the problem is now it has that, which means now it goes into this mode, which means that now it does an AoE attack, and now we're just fucked. Yeah, the problem is, like, this fight... Oh, that may actually be able to... That helps. That doesn't save us, but it helps. I still can't afford to play into this opportunist. Problem is we are still at, like, existing at the mercy of Hunt. Because as soon as Hunt decides that this guy dies, then that guy dies. That was not what I was hoping to see. Now I think I can afford to take one. It blows me up. But I have this evasion here. And it's already in frenzy mode. Oh no, it wasn't in frenzy mode. Now it's in frenzy mode. I'm an idiot. Well, it's fine. We are definitely beggars can't be choosers mode. None of those are frost. Sure would be nice if we get some frost around here. You definitely can't afford to trip it again. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it. I'm just gonna let the run lose. I don't think we were beating destruction with a. Yeah. You'll learn that you shouldn't play a summon strategy into hunt or into destruction. That was just a terrible decision. Especially not hunt destruction. Like that was just doomed. Especially like I don't think the challenge mattered here. It was just straight up. We played a strategy into destruction that was going to die to destruction, and then we died to destruction. That was the run. Anyway, that is going to be it for this time. I will see you guys next time. Until then, toodles.